very good evening. From stories around the world to stories here at home, this is the National News broadcast. I'm Vidushni Sadis Kumar.
Hello there, very good evening indeed. I'm Javed Bonzo and begin with the headlines of tonight's news.
All ceremonies including weddings banned for 2 weeks from Monday. Public services of the Presidential Secretariat will continue. The Minister of Agriculture emphasizes that there is no risk of shortage of fertilizer. The second phase of Satoshi relief pack with new goods will be launched on Sunday.
In your local stories this evening, Army Commander General Shavendra Silva says that all ceremonies including weddings will be banned for 2 weeks from Monday due to the spread of COVID pandemic. Another 922 COVID-19 patients were detected in the island today. 530 left hospitals today after recovering from the virus. 95,975 have recovered from the virus. 10,764 are undergoing treatment. Six COVID-19 deaths were reported yesterday from Boralas Gamua, Kandy, Wattala, Valimada, Kalutara and Navalapitiya areas. Pediatrician Dr. Deepal Pereira says that special attention should be paid to protect the children from coronavirus pandemic. Health authorities say that pregnant women should take all necessary steps to prevent being infected from the virus. The Ministry of Health has taken steps to increase the number of beds in the intensive care units to provide emergency treatment for critical patients due to the third wave of the COVID-19 that is spreading in the country. 3 intensive care units of the John Kotalavala Defence University Hospital were located for COVID patients. Health Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi visited hospital yesterday to look into activities. Thereafter, she also attended to a discussion. She instructed the officials to attach specialist doctors and other 30 doctors, 80 nurses and 25 minor staff members to maintain the intensive care unit. Instructions were given to provide medical equipment soon, to provide transport facilities for health staff in order to strengthen COVID treatment services. Steps have also been taken to expand intensive care services at COVID treatment centers and to increase the bed capacity. Elahara and Sarubima Gram Seva divisions of the Polonnaruwa district were isolated. Head of the National Operations Centre to prevent the spread of COVID-19, Army Commander General Shavendra Silva said that Dambulla, Galevala, Matale and Naula in the Matale district, Pannala police area in the Kurunagala district have been isolated. Kurunagala, Udabalava, Siembalanduwa, Gal Amuna and Helamulla Gram Seva divisions have been isolated. 275 patients have been found from Pannala police area which has been isolated. Police have taken measures to prevent people arriving in the area. Another 47 patients have been found from the Trincomalee district. It was revealed by the District Regional Health Services Director DGM Costa, PCR, and antigen tests were conducted today.
Given the second dose of the Covishield vaccine under COVID vaccination program was conducted successfully, the Ministry of Health said that 22,919 persons have been given the vaccine so far. The first dose of the vaccine has been given to 925,242. The Chinese Sinopharm vaccine's first dose has been given to 2,865 Chinese nationals residing in the country. 2,435 Chinese nationals have been given the second dose of the vaccine. The second dose of the vaccine under the COVID vaccination program took place at Thalangamba Regional Hospital. 260 health workers employed at Nugegoda, Sri Jawardhanapura and Bathramulla medical officers areas were given the vaccination. The vaccine was also given at Colombo East Space Hospital today. The second dose of the vaccine was given to the staff of Polonnaruwa General Hospital and other hospital staff in the district. The health staff of the particular district was given the second dose of the vaccine today. The health workers in the institutions under the Kagala District Health Services Director's Office are to be given the second dose of Covishield vaccine within the next 3 days. District Health Services Director Dr. Kumar Wickramasinghe said that 3,780 employees have been vaccinated. The second dose of the vaccine was given today at Mardana Sudhuwala Medical Officer's office. The vaccine was given to health workers. The second dose of the vaccine was also given at the Maligawatha Hospital.
The services provided to the public by the Presidential Secretariat are continuing, although the number of employees has been limited on the advice of health officials in the wake of COVID-19 spread. The President's Media Division, issuing a statement, mentioned this today. Opportunity has been given to inform public requests through telephone, post and email, considering the difficulties faced by the public to visit the Presidential Secretariat due to limits imposed to control the spread of the disease. During the next 2 weeks, Public Relations Division of the Presidential Secretariat, Ombudsman's Office and the President's Fund can be contacted over the telephone or fax. Accordingly, telephone numbers 0114 354 550 and 0112 354 550 can be used to contact President's Public Relations Division. It can also be contacted over the fax number 0112 34 8855 or an email publicaffairs@presidentsoffice.lk. The Ombudsman's Office can be contacted on the telephone number 0112 338 073 and email ombudsman@presidentsoffice.lk. The President's Fund can be contacted on the telephone numbers 0112 354 354 and fax number 0112 331243 and email fundsecretary@presidentsoffice.lk.
The 71st annual report of the Central Bank was presented to Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa by the Governor, Professor W.D. Lakshman. According to Financial Regulations Act, the annual Central Bank report should be presented to the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister on the 30th April or before that. The report includes Sri Lanka's economic progress amid various challenges in 2020. It also includes a forecast for state policies and Sri Lanka's future economic path. Minister Johnston Fernando, Prime Minister's Secretary Gamini Senarath, Head of Prime Minister's Staff Yoshida Rajapaksa were present on the occasion. The International Workers' Day proposal, prepared jointly by the SLFP trade unions, was presented to Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa by Secretary to the Sri Lanka Nidahas Sevaka Sangha Mayor Leslie Devendra. The trade union leaders appreciated the services to the local working community by the Labour Charter introduced by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa in his then capacity as the Labour Minister. They especially recalled the action taken by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa to increase salaries of state, semi-government and private sector when he was the President. Former President Maithripala Sirisena, Professor J.L. Pires, Ministers Gamini Lokuge, Nimal Sripathi Silva and Mahinda Amarevira were present on the occasion.
Minister Mahindananda Alutgamage has informed the farming community not to entertain unnecessary fears since there will not be any shortage of fertilizer. He said that the cabinet paper submitted by the President with 20 points on green social economic system is a turning point in the country. The minister mentioned this during a media briefing today. Minister Mahindananda Alutgamage said that the country imports 1.3 million metric tons of fertilizer. When the fertilizer subsidy was spotted, 600,000 metric tons of fertilizer has been imported. With the subsidy, it has increased by 100%. The minister asked the farming community not to entertain unnecessary fears since there will not be a shortage of fertilizer. The fertilizer needed for yellow season has been brought. He said the government will decide on the methodology to provide fertilizer to the farmers from Maha season. He assured that chemical fertilizer will not be imported, but there would be no scarcity of fertilizer. Steps have been taken to produce organic fertilizer in the country by appointing a presidential task force. He said that target is to produce 1.3 metric tons of fertilizer in the country. The raw material needed to do so in the country. 1 billion rupees has been allocated this year to provide organic fertilizer for the farmers. Minister Alutgamage said that they would compensate if there is a reduction in harvest. He warned the traders not to sell fertilizer for higher prices. He said that strict legal action will be taken against such traders. Views were expressed on the suitability of the use of organic fertilizer.
The new building complex of the Attorney General's Department was opened today under the patronage of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. 1,480 million rupees have been spent to construct the building. The new building consists of 12 floors. It has all facilities including an auditorium, cafeteria and a vehicle park. After opening the building complex, the Prime Minister listened to the chanting of Setperit. Anunayaka of Amarapura Sirithaddhamma Vansha Mahanikaya, Venerable Borelle Atulathera, invoked blessings on the Prime Minister for the development activities implemented by him. A group of people, including Justice Minister Ali Sabri, Attorney General Dappula Dilivera, Secretary to the Justice Ministry Priyantha Mayadunna, and Acting Solicitor General Sanjay Rajratnam were present on the occasion.
Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna says that May Day rallies will not be held tomorrow in connection with the World Workers' Day, according to health advice. General Secretary Attorney at Law Sagar Karyavasam said that Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna has been performed its duties by the local workers. He mentioned this during a media briefing in Colombo today. General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, Sagar Karyavasam, said that they have decided not to conduct a May Day rally according to health advice. The country's health situation today does not allow to hold a May Day rally. However, he said as a party and government, they have rendered an immense service to the workers. He pointed out that the government has been able to secure the employment of people when thousands of people lose their jobs in the world due to the pandemic. He also said that decisions have been taken to protect the rights of the workers and provide the wages of state workers as pledged.
It has been decided to debate the Colombo Port City Commission draft bill on the 5th in Parliament. The decision has been taken during the Parliamentary Affairs Committee, which met today. The Colombo Port City Commission draft bill was presented to Parliament recently. With several parties filing petitions in the Supreme Court against the Act, the debate was postponed. It is reported that the Supreme Court has sent its determination to the Speaker. The draft bill is scheduled to be taken up for debate from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the 5th. Meanwhile, the Parliament sessions next week have also been limited to 2 days due to the pandemic. Accordingly, the Parliament will meet only on the 4th and 5th next week.
Attorney at Law Pratibha Mahanama says that none of the Commission reports has mentioned that Sri Lanka Army committed crimes by violating international human rights laws during the time of the war. He mentioned this while giving evidence today before the Presidential Investigation Commission on the review of human rights commissions and committees and their forward path. The Commission met under the Chairman of the Commission, Supreme Court Justice A.H.M. Ed Nawaz, and retired IGP Chandra Fernando. Expressing his views, Attorney at Law Pratibha Mahanama said that information presented on Sri Lanka before the Geneva Human Rights Commission and international community is baseless. Explaining about the Nishanka Udalagama Lessons Learned and Reconciliation and Paranagama Commission reports, he said that the reports have mentioned that there was no evidence of large-scale killing of northern civilians during the final phase of the war. He emphasized that Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission report has clearly stated that international human rights laws have not been violated. Giving evidence before the Commission, Mr. Pratibha Mahanama pointed out that although there can be incidents of human rights violations during a war, it has been confirmed that there has not been serious type of killings or human rights violations.
We now take a look at a few local stories. In brief, investigations have found that a person called Razik Raza, resident at Kathankudi, has provided explosives to Zahra and Hashim's brother Mohammad Rilwan to experiment with explosions in 2018. Police said he has been arrested for assisting in connection with the Easter Sunday attack and remanded. The Attorney General informed the Supreme Court today that The Attorney General informed the Supreme Court today that Samagi Janabalawayage MP Harim Fernando will not be arrested until the 14th of July. The Attorney General said that it is not essential to arrest the parliamentarian for the Easter Sunday attack. Two suspects were arrested this morning by Katnayaka Airport Customs with gold valuing more than 310 million rupees. The stock of gold weighing 26 kilograms included 157 gold biscuits and jewellery. An employee of Airport and Aviation Services Company Maintenance Division and a passenger arrived from Qatar have been arrested in connection with the incident.
The program to provide a sack of goods at a concessionary price to the consumers is being implemented through Satoshi outlets. Trade Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said it will commence on Sunday. This was revealed during a press briefing in Colombo today. The sack includes a kilogram of nadu rice, a kilogram of wheat flour, a kilogram of red dal, 200 grams of dry Thai sprouts, a kilogram of white sugar, 100 grams of tea leaves, 50 grams of soya, 100 grams of chilies, and a 50 milliliter bottle of hand washing liquid. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that the stock of goods is sold between 1,200 to 1,300 rupees at supermarkets. It has been given for 1,000 rupees as a relief to the people. Only those who purchase the relief pack of Satoshi can purchase a packet of Highland milk powder for less than 5 rupees. Sri Jayawardenepura Mahavidyalaya won the Under-19 Group B Cricket Championship playing against Panadura Royal College. The match was played at BRC grounds in Colombo. The tournament was organised by Sri Lanka Schools Cricket Association. Batting first, Sri Jayawardenepura team was all out for 136. Jayandu Sankalpa 50, Navin Chanduka took 3 wickets. Chasing a target of 137, Panadura Royal College was able to score only 131 runs. Then one Jayawardena took 4 wickets. Ratgama Deva Patiraja Mahavidyalaya and Wadua Central College qualified for the finals of Inter-School Cricket Tournament. The semi-final was played between Ratgama Deva Patiraja Vidyalaya and Nugayagoda Anula Vidyalaya. Batting first, Anula Vidyalaya scored 97 in 25 overs. Ratgama Deva Patiraja girls team won the match by 4 wickets. The second semi-final was played between Gampa Ratnavali Balika Vidyalaya and Wadua Central College. Batting first, Ratnavali Balika Vidyalaya scored 142 for 6 wickets. Wadua Central College, chasing a target of 143, won the match by 4 wickets.
And that's it for tonight's news. Do watch us tomorrow at the very same time. Good night.
Good night.